What's up, Chris Gregory, everybody? Man, we're getting together today. We're gonna do a little podcast, chop it up a little bit. We don't have any specific subject. We're just gonna wing it.
Which is very unfortunate.
Which is very unfortunate. We're gonna do our best here to entertain. Chris Gregory here and I are going to be combining to do a podcast someday in the near future for MMA Future.
One day.
Hey, let me hold on 1 second here. Hey, Chris, start entertaining, man. That's why I got you on here.
This is why you bring me on the show. This is exactly why Kaiser brings me on the show, because this guy ain't got shit to talk about. Listen, he got nothing to talk about. So he brings me on the show to try to entertain you guys. Like, I mean, this guy's wearing a Bellator shirt. He's fought in Bellator, and yet he can't entertain the fans. Nah, what's up?
Hey, I'm either knocking out or getting knocked out, man. One of the two. That's my forte.
I mean, that's the fight game, right?
Man, I gotta do something real quick on here because my producer isn't here.
Your producer?
Keep talking, man.
Dang, look at you. You got
my producer, man.
Man.
Keep talking, man.
Fix it. All right. So what I mean, what's the plans today? You want to talk about anything? Just talk about whatever. I'm just supposed to entertain the fans by sitting here and doing goofy dances, because I could do that.
Man, hey, all of the above, man. All of the above. I'm still trying to figure this out. Hold on a second, man. I'm half retarded when my producer isn't here. Hey, I've been punched in the head a lot. I use that excuse every time.
I mean, it is what it is.
There we go.
It's live. It's a live show. This is the type of stuff you have to deal with in a live show.
Yes, live is fun. Live is you don't get any filters, and I have a hard time with filters anyway. My God, my
I like your hat. I just want to say that before we get into this podcast.
I got this from my Russian friend, man. He sent it with a big case of vodka. What can I say? I'm having
it looks like you're ready to wrestle a bear or something,
bro. Hey, whoa, bear, hold on, man. I got to get my phone because my computer is like having a hard time keeping up, man. I jumped up to 1080p too, so all the blemishes will be showing. So it's yep, clear your face, man. I used some skin stuff last night, hopefully. And
I'm married. I really don't care what people say. I'm literally wearing sweats, and yeah, that's it. Just sweats.
So, man, why don't you share this to your multiple pages? I know you're big on social media.
I have about 20,000 followers, and I just saw all that coffee go down your shirt in this high definition. Yeah,
what?
It went all the way down your shirt, all the way right there. Look, right there.
I'm looking.
It's right there, bro.
Where? Man, hey, all I see is you moving your hand around, man. I don't even see. Hey, y'all like my new house, right? Hang on, man. We're going to change this up right now.
Oh, my God, bro.
What, man?
Look, I thought you were going to go back there and jam the piano, man. Come on.
Hey, I'm getting ready to. No, we're going to do it right now. I just got to go to the brick room. Bam.
I feel like you're a bar in any place in Western Kansas with that background, with the other background.
I mean, we can show you. Bam. There's the background I'm rocking right now. I got the green screen up. I got some lighting.
I think I might need a green screen, especially if it could put me in a place like with a piano in the background.
This is my house, man. What are you talking about? This is where I live. This is where I live, man. Hey, one thing we got to do real quick. I got to give Axis Rejuvenation a shout out. These guys are my sponsors. They're sponsoring the podcast. It's male testosterone replacement, hormone replacement therapy. Also, they do women's weight loss and hormone replacement. It's not just for hormone replacement, but they do a really strict, cool ass weight loss program. But they do it in a scientific way. They find out what if you got thyroid problems, all that stuff, and then they get you all leveled out. And then like you'd be amazed if you for the ladies how well weight comes off when your hormones are where they're supposed to be. So if you get your thyroid in the right place, weight peels off. Just
Look,
in my experience.
Now this dude's a doctor.
Well, I'm trying to. Hey, I'm not saying I'm a physician or anything like that, but you know what? I've done a little studying. No, I'm kidding. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me, ladies. Call them and get their word for it.
How many viewers you got?
Right now we got one because I haven't shared it. Well, I haven't shared it to my page yet.
I'm watching.
You're the one. No, I'm watching too, so we should have two. Hold on, man. Let me get my phone because I can't share it for whatever reason off my computer. It's being an asshole. Yep. Hey, enjoy my house. Like it's a good, nice area to hang out.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks legit.
And I'm glad that it looks professional.
Whatever you're listening to make it echo, please make it stop.
Well, hold on a second. I will. I got it figured out. Keep talking, man. You got to keep them entertained.
This is the type of JW Kaiser show that you're dealing with, folks. You know what I'm saying? They bring Chris Gregory on and then just leave me on here all by myself to entertain you guys. But this weekend, since I know about MMA, Kaiser don't really know about MMA. Shogun Hua retired, which in my opinion is one of the biggest, old school hardcore fan fighters out there. Shogun has been around since the Pride days and came over, won the UFC light heavyweight title. I think he beat Lyoto Machida and then he lost it to John Jones. But Shogun is a legend. What the hell? This guy really dipped on me. He left me looking at.
All right, we should get some viewers now. I know why I'm echoing here. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds way better already. I can already hear it.
There we go. I have acoustics down in my studio, or I mean my house. There's a lot of
acoustics.
All right, so yeah, man. Shogun, man. I know about MMA, man. Not only do I practice MMA, but I do watch it. I will admit that as of late, as in the last couple of years, man, I really kind of I don't want to say I've gotten away from watching the UFC, but there's an overload of fights, which I love fights. Don't get me wrong. I think we've talked about this before.
There's just a lot of fights. It's just a lot of fights.
Every weekend there's a fight, man. And I love that. One thing we could talk about is you have a Glory lady getting ready, right? She's fighting Nunes, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Megan Anderson. Oh, yeah.
Megan. Yeah. So
Megan, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. Hey, I don't talk shit to that girl. She got some reach. Yeah. So, this is probably the biggest fight for a Glory competitor, maybe maybe ever. I mean, this is a big fight, right?
Yeah, it's huge. But Tim Elliott did fight Demetrius Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't let me diss it.
And that was a great fight. But that was probably the first biggest fight that they had. And then, James versus Stout to get in. And then, this is huge. I mean, Megan Anderson versus Amanda Nunes is a huge fight. And honestly, I think a lot of people, we've seen the dominance of Nunes, but you cannot take away from what Megan Anderson has done herself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the reach could be a problem. I think she's a huge underdog going into the fight. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
But that's the time to shine. So she definitely is going to have to pack a lunch. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough fight.
Yeah. Anybody Nunes is the best female fighter of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's dominated since the days of who.
If you take that away from her, bro, though, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? The level and the rise, that's amazing. And I want to see that happen. Don't get me wrong. I want to see that happen because I want to see every local fighter, once they get to the UFC, I want them to get those wins, man. And I think it's a big fight for her, and I really think that she's gonna do a lot better than people think.
So I agree, man. So here's the thing, man. I think that Glory has Glory MMA, James Krause, he's a part of the organization. We talk about Wooster if you want, Zach Cummings, Tim Elliott, they just anyway, yeah. I always give Wooster shout outs, but he never tunes in, man. The only time I talk to that dude is when I'm playing Warzone with him, and he's yelling at me for not, for not killing everybody on the map so that he doesn't get killed. So, anyway, regardless, man, the Glory MMA organization, man, you can name, everybody involved if you want, or we can just call it the Glory MMA organization. They have put, they've done it. They've, in my opinion, they've put, MMA, Midwest MMA on the map, man. Not just as in on the map. We're no longer everybody's stepping stone.
I feel like they've definitely helped. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's so many gyms out there that right now in the Midwest that are doing great. Wolves Den in St. Louis. You got Krause. You got Krause taking over. He has Glory gyms everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Brian Foster has a solid gym in Arkansas. There's so many. Even in KC, there's so many, bro. There's man. But obviously that's the place that's putting guys into the UFC, and so is
13 UFC fighters now. 13 UFC fighters. They've got that. I mean, not only
I don't know how many. I don't even 13. Know how
James,
many.
Well, James told me 13, but he wasn't sure. He was 12 or 13. So we'll just say that we'll call it 13.
Wow.
Lucky 13. Yeah, 13 UFC fighters, and we've seen it over the course of 2020. A lot of these guys get an opportunity that maybe they would not have gotten had we not had this, this epidemic, this whatever health crisis you want to call it. Say that didn't happen, probably wouldn't have got the opportunities. But let's say Kevin Kroom, that's one right there. This dude stepped out, had an opportunity to come into the UFC, take a UFC fight. He took it. He was a huge underdog, and then he fucking won, man.
Easily. Like nothing.
Yeah, dude, like one of the fastest submissions in lightweight history or whatever weight class he
I like Roosevelt Roberts, but he left that man shocked. He was shocked. He was like,
"Oh, yeah, I was shocked, man." Like
it was great. Let me just say this, man, as a fan, as somebody who's been involved in putting together those fights that have maybe got that guy to the UFC. I didn't do anything as far as helping them in the gym or doing anything like that. But if you make a matchup that one of those two guys that wins gets to UFC, that's what I love. That's what I enjoy. Like that is the biggest, I don't know, man, like out of everything in my life other than my kids getting married, stuff like that. But like career-wise, that is the shit I love, man, is seeing guys get fights, that are going to get them to the next level. Even amateur fights. When I see a great amateur fight that it went back and forth for 3 rounds, that makes me feel satisfied. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what we needed. That is what those guys needed. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like getting in there. I don't think I get any joy out of fighting. I don't think I ever but I never fought. I never was really a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got in the cage, I did it, but I never really fought. You know what I'm saying? I never fought. I never trained like a fighter. Never, ever. Still don't. You know what I'm saying? I train jiu-jitsu every now and again.
Still, man, that's still training to fight, man.
But I'm not consistent right now.
Right, you're training to defend yourself, or in a case of a situation where there's an emergency, you can handle yourself.
Absolutely. Don't tell no one that though. I like to be the guy that
man. Like you be a sneak attack guy, right? Hey, they think they're gonna rob you and your family. All of a sudden they're all dislocated, bro.
listen to me. I think the way that I would work now, and this is just honest because we're talking about life here.
Yep.
I think I would try to talk that person down. That's just me. I'm weird like that, man. Like
why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Like I'd rather take the approach of a non-violent, which is so weird because you would think that. But it's not like that for me.
Probably, if somebody threatened your family's life, I bet you turn into a fucking animal. I bet you turn into an animal.
Absolutely, okay? That's absolutely.
But
I'm not going to tell the story. I don't really want to tell the story. But listen, I'm going to tell the story because we're live and on air. When we were kids, we were younger. We were about 20 years old. Me and my wife lived in an apartment or like a condo. And she started gardening the outside or whatever. And the landlord came over and like called her the B word, and I slapped him so bad, dude. But like it was just like it just happened. He was like, "Tell your wife not to act like a bitch," and I was like, "Pow!" But this is when I was younger. Now I'm a nice, what is this? Aaron Vincent. All love your. Where the fuck is my love at, man? Where's my love at?
You don't get no love.
I know,
man,
that's
Rob
true.
Fizz wants to know when the next FAC card is, man. He also wants to know. I don't want to interrupt your story of slapping somebody, but
that was it. I just slapped him. That was it. I was young. I was dumb. March 5th. It's March 5th. It's solid. It's already solid with a few matchups that are matched. I can't really give out any information. Nope, I'm not. I mean, the main event, one of the fights is right there on the FAC page. It's Cody Pfister versus Trey Ogden.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's going to be awesome. So Trey Ogden also has a gym. Just let's give him a shout out. I'm going to get him on the podcast too.
I'm not going to lie. Ogden, I hate giving Glory so much shout outs because then everyone thinks I'm biased. I'm being honest. Like that's why I try to give everybody love, man. I try my best to give everybody.
You did, man. You named a bunch of gyms. You named a bunch of other gyms in the Midwest, man. Yeah, man. There's a lot of top guys are coming out of Omaha and stuff too, man. Let's not forget that, man. We got a lot of top guys. But I do want to get back into the this conversation we were having about if somebody did come up and we just Rob Fizz, man. He's interacting, so I like that.
So this isn't an MMA show. This is just a whatever show, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. So everybody knows it's just entertaining. We're here to entertain you. So this conversation is about so if somebody came up and was trying to rob me or rob my family. All right. So you've already said where you go with it.
I got a twisted T for all those suckers. I'm just kidding.
So you already said where you would go with it. You would try to talk them down. I honestly would too. I've definitely if I felt like there'd be a couple of situations where if I thought they scared my kids, I would probably put hands on them. They had a knife, a gun. If I could, get a hands on them, they would be in big trouble.
I think that's anybody. That's human nature.
But I would try to talk a guy down and just say, "Hey, man, what's going on, bro? You all right? You know what? Hey, put the gun down, man. We don't need any problems here. Hey, you want some money? I would probably throw some money to the guy."
I've never had anyone walk in my house with a pistol, but I've had someone walk in my house unannounced and been like, I think I'm in the wrong house. And I was like, I think you are too, bud. And then I took him down outside and then called the cops on him. No, he was crazy. He was
there for trouble or something or what?
No, he just was crazy. I don't know. I don't know what he was going to do. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. Like I would definitely try to ask because I know, man, like people don't do desperate things usually like that. Unless they're in a desperate situation, man. And I mean, I'd probably give the guy a couple bucks and just say, "Hey, man, go find your way or something, man." I mean, if I had it, I'll give you the shirt off my back if I got it.
I'd give him a couple knuckle sandwiches and then ask him.
Well, if he wanted to scare my kids, man, he scared my kids. He'd get pieced up.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's Rodney, man. Rodney's the shit.
Rodney, I'll never want to hear about Chris Pratt again, bro. I
promised everybody I wouldn't tell that story anymore. I promised everybody I wouldn't tell the Chris Pratt story anymore. Even though that's the coolest story ever.
Don't do it, Kaiser. Don't do it. Dog.
I'm not going to tell a story about where I met Chris Pratt and hung out with him for 2.5 hours with my boy Rodney White. I'm not even going to try to sneak it in, bro.
Oh, man. How long is this show, man? How long is this show, baby?
I don't know. Let's go a few more minutes because I do have a meeting. I have a meeting. He did play Eminem for us. I forgot about it. Hey, Rodney remembers it better than I do. He did, man. He played Eminem for us. And he posted me on his Instagram.
What Eminem song? What Eminem song?
Which one was it, Rodney? He'll pop back up.
Kaiser, you ever walked out to Eminem?
Fuck no, I ain't taking that curse. I lose enough fights.
I'm glad you know about the curse, man. A lot of people don't know about the curse.
Yeah, and the 7 millionth, and the winner of the 7 millionth guy to walk out to Eminem and lose is
Yeah, no kidding. No
I
doubt.
know it. I already know it, bro. I know about the Eminem curse.
I think that's the hardest part of fighting, huh? Is finding a walkout song. No, I'm just
Man,
kidding.
I mean, sometimes, man, I have a couple set.
Who
That
has the best walkout songs? Who do you think has the best walkout songs?
I mean, man, if you want to talk about like all time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Disturbed out there because they have
No, I
such
mean,
good intro.
what fighter comes out to the best
J
music?
Dub, you guys, you heard of that guy? He's got the best walkout songs, man. Let's be real here.
Dude,
Have you ever been to his fights? Like,
by
yeah,
the
he
time
lets
you
guys
get to the cage, I feel
asshole.
like I want to shoot myself.
When you see me going, oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what you listened to. I don't remember what you walked out to, but
man, I walked out.
See, this is the
years,
great
I walked
thing.
out.
I can remember what Julian Marquez walked out almost every single local fight because he always does like the craziest Miley Cyrus. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Miley Cyrus, but it's a catchy song. You know, it's something everybody knows. But Julian Marquez always has the best walkout song.
At Woody says Woody has the best walkout song.
What does he walk out to? I don't know what he walks out to.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good
Kevin
one there.
Kroom, I believe
Kroom
that
always
too.
brings it.
He's up there also. He has the
Kroom,
good
he
50s.
corrects himself.
Yep. Kroom has the 50s music, 60s, 70s, 80s. Man, he has
And
everything.
he's always in a get up. He's always in a get up.
It's perfect. Hey, I've even watched the man come out like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he came out as Hannibal Lecter on our Halloween show. It was an All Hallows Eve show, and it was my last show that I did as a promoter. Well, I wouldn't say last that I've done to this point. Now I'm going to say that I am in talks with.
It's tough, huh?
It is tough, man. It is tough. The problem is that there's so many factors in there, and like I don't think people really understand that the promoter is on the hook for everything. You know, if tickets don't sell, man, you still got to pay everybody. It's tough. It's a tough road, man. I would say
I know Kaiser paid me with the bottle of vodka one night, straight up.
Boy. Hey, that was a rough ass night. I'll tell you that. There was that was the worst show financially that we had.
It's a tough thing, man. It's a tough sport.
And the worst part of it was it was probably our most organized. We had Rich Linden, who I'm actually getting ready to go meet with for lunch. He from the Linden Group. He runs, NCAA basketball, NCAA women's volleyball. He does all this stuff for like UMKC and NASCAR and shit like that. And he was a part of our organization and still is. Like, UCL still we still got our LLC. We're just taking a break to get through, see what happens with this COVID. We are not, this was something more of a hobby to say for me, to be doing shows. It took an incredible amount of my time, and I didn't make any money. So I can just tell everybody, I mean, just like, there was a couple of decent shows we had where we made money. I'm not going to lie, but for the most part, overall, I probably broke even on all that shit. 9 shows. With Linden, Rich Linden, back to Rich Linden, man, he had the show. Our organization was run really well, and it was and Rich Linden was a big part of that, man. And I just definitely want to give him a shout out. I feel like it was our best, most organized show, and we lost. It was our worst show financially. So this guy, fun show, guys, enjoyed it. Hey, it's almost time. Those Facebook memories are about to pop up. Our LA trip, they are. I'm telling Chris Pratt's story again. I'll tag Chris in it. I love it, man. Anyway, it's midday. We ain't gonna get a lot of views.
Are you training again?
Yeah. Well, I went to jujitsu a couple of times over the last week or two. I'm starting to get in there again, man. Definitely. The situation. I had some.
I'm getting back into the gym right after quarantine. If I'm doing a podcast and I'm usually on quarantine. So
it's been there's been some rough times for everybody, man. Quarantine hit everybody a different way, man. I've had some personal issues that I had to I pulled away from everything in my life and kind of recalibrated myself, kind of got in touch with who I am and what I was going to do with my life. My last loss was extremely disappointing, and I don't want to take anything away from Anthony Garrett or anything like that. I just want to say that, I was running I was trying to push a little too hard on training, and I'm 43 now, so I'm definitely not retired, but I would say that I'm probably down to a few fights left in my career before I call it quits. I'm still in good shape, man. So I'm ready to go. I did mention to Wooster that I was looking for maybe a potential retirement fight. Maybe get up there under the big lights again and trade some punches with somebody.
I got a guy.
You got a guy? I know you got a guy, and I know who the guy is. He has initials, right? Starts with T. He's another Bellator fighter. I would love to square up with TJ one last time, man, and maybe.
TJ. Oh, that's not who I was even.
Oh, you were thinking of somebody else? Well, I know you want me to take a tough ass fight with Bubba. And hey, Bubba's like. Dude. I told Wooster, I said, man, like, I'm down for a tough fight, but like Bubba, man, I need to be in a steady year of training to go up and fight him, just because I think I can beat Bubba, but I can't beat Bubba if I don't train and prepare for it. I know that.
I'm going to throw out a few matchups real quick.
All right. Let's hear
it. Bubba Grant versus Anthony Garrett. Bubba Grant versus
Anthony show up?
Any heavyweight in Kansas City. That's all.
Yeah, Bubba's a fucking tough ass.
Dude, like he will fight anybody. That's the thing, is he will just fight anybody.
He's incredible.
And he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like he, he was kind of interested in doing some bare knuckle, but that's only because he couldn't find an MMA fight. And I was like, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to do a bare knuckle. I'm not gonna lie.
You know how, man.
I want to fight Isaac Doolittle in a bare knuckle fight. I want to fight him with the bare knuckle. I'll go to 205. Give me that retirement fight. We're
talking bare knuckle now. I like bare knuckle. I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it.
I've fought more bare knuckle fights than I have fucking MMA fights, and I've got 58 or 59 fights in. So that'll tell you something. I fought a lot as a kid, man, and with these babies right here. So
I just enjoy it. I don't enjoy maybe the spectacle sometimes, like the call outs and stuff.
Yeah,
like on Facebook and but I understand it.
It's classy. I enjoy it.
It's working. They've built a fan base. They've done things that I didn't expect them to do. And
they podcast with the promoter, or not the promoter, the
matchmaker Nate Shook. Yeah. I don't know if I watched it, but I talked to Nate.
It's on the Miranda Maverick, so it's a good podcast. It's only on Facebook. Go to my Miranda Maverick, and right after Miranda Maverick, I have Nate Shook on there, and I keep it. It's just one rolling podcast, so I think it's like 40 minutes or something. It's worth it because it's very informative. Nate really does them good. I'd like to get him on here again, but he was hard as fuck to get on the first one. He's just a busy guy, Anyway, continue.
Nah, I don't even know what I was talking about.
I don't know. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I just said like bare knuckle
spectacle, right?
No. I was saying I thought it was going to be a spectacle at first. I was like, oh, it's bad for the sport of MMA. And then like I'm thinking after a few fight shows, I'm like, well, that had nothing to do with fucking MMA at all. You know what I'm saying? Actually, to be honest, it's bringing some excitement to fucking boxing, bro. Like
it is,
it's actually giving us some fights that we like to see. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I've been a boxing fan my whole life, right?
Amen. Yeah.
But for the last few years, like boxing has kind of been like the top guys never fight each other. You know what I'm saying?
It's because
so you're watching guys fight guys that they're going to win. So there's no point in watching it. Bare knuckle is kind of like that, but like anybody has a fucking chance, man. And like these MMA guys that go in there, they do very well in there because they're tough. And it's not
because they know. I don't know.
It's a lot.
Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion of why MMAs are doing so well in that fucking sport, because they're used to the. So the MMA has small gloves, and let's get it straight here. From the beginning of MMA, there was no gloves. All right, there was no gloves. MMA started out with bare knuckles and ball punches and everything. All right, so the only reason that gloves were included in MMA was to keep people from breaking their fucking hands. It's not to protect the face. Like, this isn't this so that we're not toning this down because we want you to be able to watch this without it getting bloody. No. We're tired of fucking fighters not being able to continue because they break their fists on your fucking head, dude. So they put gloves on. All right. So bare knuckle is, MMA's kind of get to my point here. MMA guys are used to, if they get caught, possibly going to sleep. Boxing guys are kind of like, because I used to box. I come from a boxing background, man. You're kind of ready to take those punches. You even use that as a point to where, okay, I'll take a decent one to the side of the head, and then, boom. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Cardin's watching. Look at this. Look at this. So anyway, I call out Doolittle, and this is what I get. Hey, we'll talk about it, John. We'll talk about it. Hey, you got to be my manager.
He's promoting straight up.
I ain't mad at John. Hey,
listen, he knows what we're talking about. Boom. He tried to get your ass match up.
Here's what the deal is. So I got to get my ass back to the gym before I can get an approval from my coach, Zach Cummings. Sorry,
he ain't gonna let you fight. He's gonna be like, no.
Hell no, not. He probably won't let me fight March 12th. We'll see, though.
I just want to let John Carden know. I already answered that back yesterday. Just want to throw that out there.
Anyway, I already know what you're talking about. Where the fuck was I?
No, I was just
MMA. I remember my train of thought. So MMA, the smaller gloves. Okay, so
sometimes I look at Kaiser like he's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The facial expressions tell it all. I think he's crazy. I think that MMA does good in there because the clinch, you could use the clinch. And I think that no one has utilized that as well as David Rickles inside. And I'm not saying he fought amazing. He won, he did his thing, but his clinch was absolutely amazing. His clinch.
Okay, so amazing. Can I finish my thought?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just wondering. All right, so anyway, my thought on the bare knuckle boxing is that with MMA guys, they've got this. They're used to an ending fight punches, so they are trained to not even take those. To where a boxing guy is okay with coming in and taking a shot or two so that he can get his counter punch off and maybe end the fight that way, or just they're going for points and whatnot because the gloves are bigger and it's harder to knock people out with boxing gloves. I loved boxing in Topeka with John Cantrell. That was a fucking blast. It got ended in the second into the second round because of rain and slippery canvas and whatnot, which was disappointing, but I was really starting to have some fun in there. It took me a second and I slipped and busted my ass on the canvas, but I had a good time, man. And I would love to maybe box again, man. It was such a fun thing. Like I was punching him. Oh, well, goddamn, go ahead then. Shit.
Nah, man. You mentioned John Cantrell. I just want to say, man, my thoughts and prayers go out to that dude right now.
Hey,
that's all I'm saying. Right now. That's all I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give out their personal information because I don't, you know what I'm saying? But man,
there's a GoFundMe account on his page. If you go to John Cantrell's Facebook page, or I don't even know, I would pop the link up, but I don't really have the information ready to go. Like I said earlier, Chris mentioned that we're just kind of winging it today. So that is one thing that this guy is having some personal issues, and this is something that touches everybody's heart and everybody's fears. So if you got a couple extra bucks, man, go give that guy hit his GoFundMe account,
or just share it. Or just share it. If you can't
share
it, they get money off the shares. So make sure you share it. I know that for a fact. So make sure you share it.
Share it, or if you don't know much about technology, hey, send that guy a message. He'll tell you what to do. He's a great dude, really good guy, man. He was a blast to box. I had a great time. I wish we could have finished it out. But it was a great time, and I'd love to do it again sometime. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, man. You mentioned his name, man. You mentioned his name, and it just hit me. You know what I'm saying? I just been seeing this stuff on Facebook.
I would tag him right now if this thing would let me, but this StreamYard website won't let me tag him. Anyway,
it's because you don't pay for it, playa.
I did pay. I pay for this web, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
So, anyway, that's my theory on the bare knuckle is why MMA guys do so well is because they are not up to taking. They're not used to. They're not trained they're trained to avoid punches at all costs. And especially, obviously boxers know to keep their chin tucked, man. That's why they're in there. But like, they're still just not used to those knockout blows that come in, with the smaller gloves. In my opinion, that's why we do so well.
In my opinion, Actually, it's a fact that all my clients are undefeated in the bare knuckle cage or a bare knuckle squared circle. I almost
It's
said
also
cage, man.
that you're
I
gay.
almost said cage. I almost said cage. Oh man,
That's
terrible.
all right, man. I'm excited.
May
So Carden
and
says
Sophie.
May and Topeka.
Man, this
So
guy.
He's matchmaking. He's on
Listen,
it.
send me a message, man. Send me a message. Let me know.
He's talking about me. He wants me to fight.
Hey, listen though, but we know who sells tickets in Topeka, right? I mean, you know, and I know, and he knows that Bubba sells tickets.
I don't
He's
do
the
well
heavyweight. You don't have to have Kaiser can fight too, but they don't have to fight each other. You know, get these guys on the card. Let's get it. Thank you.
KC, last FAC I sold 77 tickets. And then I freaking I'm not even gonna go into it. Me and Wooster were buddies. That's all I gotta say. If Wooster was on here, he'd give me shit. I guarantee it. I did sell 70 plus tickets.
Wooster doesn't even have Facebook. That guy is the smartest man ever. I wish
I
could
have Facebook, but you don't never watch my podcast because he doesn't
have the Facebook app, is what I'm telling you. He doesn't have the Facebook app on his phone. He
it.
doesn't get on Facebook unless he's on the computer. Man, right. I wish that I could do that. I really wish I could. A matchmaker, you can't do that.
I turn my notifications off on Facebook. So I do get
manager, you can't do that.
Man, it's kind of good, man. I do so I get the messenger notifications, but if I post something, I don't get the notifications. I find that it's better that way because I might comment on something and then get irritated, and then I just I don't get the notifications. Then I get back on there, and then I see. Well, okay, so hold on. I don't ever comment retarded shit anymore. Okay, hold on now. Let me reel this in. I had personal problems recently, and I posted some stupid retarded shit. That doesn't matter. This isn't what this conversation is about. This conversation is more about about my commenting on something, and then even I'm not even putting up an opinion or anything like that. But I might see somebody that spouts off, and it's just a troll trying to get me fired up, and I'm like. Okay, so Anthony Garrett was one of the people that kind of did it to me in the last he was commenting, but I didn't see these comments because I turned my shit off. And then when I did see these comments, I had time to calm down and I was relaxed, so I didn't respond to him, and it made me look like the bigger man. So see, that works. Just saying, it's just a suggestion, man. Because you talk more shit than I do on Facebook. We used to go at it, bro. Let's be. Hey,
well, see, the thing about me is when I first started matchmaking, that was my ploy, right? Because fighters would only fight on their gym shows. Their promoter was also their coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so, or involved in the organization.
So I would bitch, and I'm not involved in any gym whatsoever. Like I'm not involved in any gym whatsoever. Except for a jiu-jitsu gym that I go to, that I'm, I'm saying I go to. That's it.
Yeah.
And so I used to talk shit, to get these guys to fight elsewhere. But and it worked. It worked a lot of the time. And I've been successful in doing shows. Now I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm to the point where I don't have to do that. Yeah, I make some funny comments or whatever, but I don't have to talk shit to get guys to fight. They want to come fight. I don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, right now.
But when it first started in Southwest Missouri and I started helping
10 shows a weekend.
That's how I had to get guys to come off of these other shows to fight. I'd be like, you ain't going to fight nobody.
Now you guys got the only show in freaking town.
Right.
Let's, man, I got to reel this in. I have a meeting. So, hey guys, thanks for tuning in, man. Hey, I'm married. So, I know y'all love my lovely house. I know you love my awesome backdrop. So I'm married. So my guy over here, and this one right here. Oh, those forearms. No, I'm kidding. So my guy here, Chris Gregory, and I are going to be hosting an MMA show. We're going to try to get some episodes off here real soon. Just keep up with him and keep up with me, and we will. He called it the Milk Dud Show. We got. Oh, here we go. This bastard here. We got to pop this up.
It is, Scott. It is the Milk Dud Show. Straight up.
No, that's an inside joke.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't even want to know. But
you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Me and Scott had a weekend together one time, and
I don't want to know. We don't want to know the story, guys.
On, man, I'm not going to tell the story.
People
need to understand that when you hear the word milk dud, it pertains to something. This guy here. So
I don't want to know.
Scott,
I didn't even want
a weekend together. We traveled.
Shut up.
Oh, no, man, I'm not going to tell you what milk dud means.
Listen.
Hey, listen. I'm going to tell the story.
I don't want you to tell any type of story.
We're not gonna. We had a weekend together.
I would never agree to come on one of these shows again. I'm not agreeing to come on one of these shows again. I promise me and Kaiser are not doing an MMA show together. No,
let me tell you something, man.
Unless he pays me, then I'll do anything.
Well, so anyway,
that sounded really weird.
There was a weekend me and Scott went to Lincoln, Nebraska, and we hung out. And there was some drinking involved, and their stories were being told. It was awesome. Great time.
That was it.
See, if you just listened to it, you wouldn't have had heard. There was stories being told, and I told a Milk Dud story. And to this day, he just thought it was the funniest shit he ever heard, and he still fucks with me about it.
I doubt it's the funniest thing he's ever heard.
Oh man, I'm hilarious, bro. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
That hat is on point.
This is a bad.
I actually
I'm wearing it everywhere.
I thought it was part of the green screen, to be honest.
No, I can show you my hairdo right now. It flattens my head out a little bit, man, but it hides my square head. Yeah, y'all wonder why I can take so many punches? It's because I got this big, obnoxious looking head. He said, I'm going to disagree with whatever Scott just put. In fact, I'm going to respond to him.
What did he say? You got to post it up. I thought that's what you're supposed to be doing, posting it up.
Hold on.
Why do you do this in the middle of a show, though? That's what I don't understand.
I'm arguing with this guy. Stand by. I don't even know how to spell hysterically. Spell help.
All right, get off the show, man. Get off the show.
All right, man, I gotta go to a meeting.
Go talk about MMA stuff, man. You didn't even want to talk about one thing MMA. We talked about Shogun Rua. That's the only thing we talked about.
Hey, we talked about MMA. We talked about local MMA.
No, we didn't.
Hey, anyway, good show.
About 2 minutes.
Good show, Scott. Next podcast, I'm having you on here, and we're telling the Milk Dud story. And so anyway, I'll talk.
If you get Scott on this show, I will watch. But other than that, I'm not watching. I won't even watch.
I'm going to tag you.
If you get Scott, if you get Scott on the show, I will watch.
No, he owes me. He's got to come on the show.
He owes you? Why does everybody owe you something? I'm off this motherfucker.
Man, hey, Scott owes me, man. There's Chris Pratt. There's Scott, man. Wooster owes me.
Chris Pratt. What is he going to owe you?
Like Chris Pratt owes me because you want to know why? Because he misspelled my fucking Instagram.
Leave studio.
He misspelled my Instagram username.
He did it on purpose. He didn't want to give you no followers.
Oh shit! He went up. He had 22 million, bro. I'd have got at least 10,000.
He was his buddy was the wrestler guy. What are you talking about?
We said J Dub, and he said J DUB. Now he was rooting for me, dude. Ask Rich, man. Ask Rich from Bellator. He'll tell you he was amazed.
I ain't asking Rich shit other than but a decent fight. Straight up.
Yeah. Not food for the fucking Bellator guys. Anyway,
I just be real. I don't give a fuck. All right,
peace. All right, guys. That was Chris Gregory. Good podcast, in my opinion. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Anytime you see a podcast on here, jump on. We're always talking shit, having a good time. You want to be on a podcast, you got a small business, you're promoting fights, whatever. Just holler at me, man. We'll put you on here. All right, peace out.